U.S. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer has proposed that several more witnesses be subpoenaed to testify in the impeachment trial of President Donald Trump. Trump is accused of pressuring Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky during a July call to announce an investigation of Democrats as Trump was withholding U.S. aid.
Zero was done wrong. I think it's a horrible thing to be using the tool of impeachment, which is supposed to be used in an emergency, and it would seem many years apart, to be using this for a perfect phone call where the president of that country said there was no pressure whatsoever, didn't even know what we were talking about. It was perfect. The relationship is perfect.
In a letter to Republican Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Schumer suggests that at least 4 individuals, including former National Security Advisor John Bolton, be subpoenaed for the trial, which is expected to take place in January. Bolton was fired as National Security Advisor by President Trump in September. The two disagreed in a number of issues, including North Korea and Russia. The former National Security Advisor wanted the U.S. to adopt a hardline stance. Bolton has previously expressed concerns about Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani's involvement in Ukraine on President Trump's behalf. The New York Times quotes Fiona Hill in an October article, the senior director for European and Russian affairs, saying that Bolton called Giuliani, quote, a hand grenade that's going to blow everybody up. During her testimony last month, Fiona Hill said that it was, quote, very clear that U.S. officials made a White House meeting between Trump and Zelensky dependent on the announcement of investigation into Joe Biden. In November, according to a released transcript of Army Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman's testimony, Bolton ended a meeting between officials from the White House and the Ukrainian government when U.S. Ambassador to the EU started asking Ukrainian officials to carry out specific investigations in order for a meeting to happen between President Trump and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. In August, Bolton visited Kiev, according to officials, as part of a broader effort to underscore U.S. support for Ukraine and warned against brokering a deal between China and a Ukrainian airspace giant. At the time, they also discussed a meeting between Zelensky and Trump. U.S. President Trump is expected to become the 3rd U.S. leader to be impeached when the House of Representatives votes on the charges. It is believed it will likely happen this week. The trial in the Republican-controlled Senate could begin as soon as January 7th.